Hello everyone, welcome to lesson number 11 of my beginner piano lessons. This is a lesson that's going to teach you exactly what a major scale is. We've been talking about key of C major or key of F major or key of G major, and today we're going to understand how this comes together. A major scale sounds like this. And you might know this as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And you can start on different notes to play a major scale. You can play a major scale beginning anywhere on the piano on any black or white key. But in order to sound like a major scale, you have to know which keys to play. The only one that we can just use white keys is the key of C. If we want to play starting on the key of D, for example, and we don't play any black keys, that does not sound like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to examine what makes it sound right. So when we play the key of C major, we're going to start on C. And here we go. Easy enough. Now to play the next note, we know it's D. And the reason it sounds like a major scale is because these two notes are right beside each other. Do, re, or C, D. And now notice that in between these two keys, there is a black key. Okay, so we have C to D with a black key in between. And then we need do, re, mi, that's an E, and it's also a white key. So looking between these last two white keys, do you see a black key? Yes, you do. So now we have do, re, mi, and we have two black keys in between, so it gives a bit of space in between the distance that we're moving up. So here we go. Do, re, mi, fa. The next note I played was F. It's the very next note going up. Now look between E and F and tell me, do you see a black key? No, there is no black key there. So we have do, re, mi, fa with a black key between, and no black key between. So key of C, I told you before, uses all the white keys. So do, re, mi, fa, sol. We know we go to another white key here, which is G. I don't sing very well, pardon me. And then that one, you can see there's a black key in between those two white keys. And then do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. La is a white key. And in between, you can see there was a black key. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And here we have T. T is another white key. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. In between those two white keys, there is a black key. And I'm squishing everybody over here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We're going to finish on another do here at the very top. Let's change the color. That's another tonic. I made this one green because it's C and it's C. So we have C at the bottom down here, and we have C at the top up here, but they're both C's. So if I was going to start the scale again, I could keep going with green. Okay, now between these last two notes, is there a black key? No, there is not. So this is the pattern. Whole, whole, half. Whole, 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 half. So here we go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, so the pattern for a major scale is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now, if I wanted to play my scale starting on a different note, I would have to follow this pattern. So using the example I did before of key of D, I have to go a whole step between D and the next key. So there's my black key in between. So now my next key is a white key. Now I need to go a whole step for my next note. So from D, I need to have a key in between. But look, there's no black key here. So in this case, the key in between is going to be a white key. So I'm going to skip from E up to a black key. So D, E, F sharp. There we go. These red ones, of course, are just from my pattern. So D, E, F sharp. Now I need a half step from this F sharp, and a half step means no keys in between. So from this black key, no keys in between means go straight to the white key. Now I need a whole step. So I'm on a white key, there's a black key, here's my whole step. Now I need a whole step. Yep, there's a black key, so I just play the next white key. Now I need a whole step. Oh, there's no black key there. I have to skip a white key instead and play C sharp. And then I need a half step, so that's going to take me to the next white key. Whoosh, let me just move these halves and wholes up over here so they're not interfering with the actual scale. So I'm playing blue keys, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Excellent. So what if I wanted to start on the note D and play the scale, note E, and play the scale? So I'm going to have whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now we discovered just a minute ago that a whole step doesn't always skip a black key. It's skip a key. So if I start on E, I have to skip a whole, I have to go a whole note, so I have to skip a key. So I'm going to skip this white key, and I'm right away going to play a black key. Let's put this up here. Now I have to skip a key, so let's skip this white key and play another black key. Now I have to go a half step. So from this black key, a half step is a white key. Now I have to go a whole step. I'm on a white key, I have to skip this black key right here. Play a white key, now I have to go a whole step. Whoop, put it in. So I have to go a whole step. Right now I'm on a white key, so I'm going to skip a white key and play this black key right here. Now I have to go another whole step. So I'm on a black key, I'm going to skip over this white key and play D sharp, and then I need a half step. So I'm not going to skip any keys, I'm going to go right to the next key. So E major goes like this: E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. So that is the whole, whole, half, whole, half pattern for major scales. Tell me what you think about this color-coded method of learning the major scale pattern. Something that I just kind of thought up on my own. So this was lesson number 11 of the 12-lesson beginner lesson series from pianovideolessons.com. If you want to print off one of these, all the printables from all of these lessons are available on the website, and along with other course materials. Also, if you want to start learning to read notes, because you're really ready to do it, you should be doing it, you can check out my note reading crash course, which will teach you to read every single note on the staff. It will also show you how to write them and where to play them. And so you'll be doing some playing and also some writing. And there are 15 lessons in this course. All right, so join me for lesson 12 coming up next. And in lesson 12, we're going to be learning about chords in the key of C major. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson.